The Rubik's Cube. Just the name conjures up images of colorful squares twisting and turning. It's a puzzle, a challenge, and a source of endless fascination for millions around the world. Whether you're a seasoned speed cuber solving the cube in mere seconds or a curious beginner holding it for the first time, there's no denying the allure of this iconic puzzle. But the Rubik's Cube is more than just a toy. It's a testament to human ingenuity, a symbol of problem solving, and a gateway to a world of algorithms and patterns. This guide will equip you with everything you need to embark on your own Rubik's Cube journey. Get ready to twist, turn, and unlock the secrets of this captivating puzzle. We'll delve into the history of the cube, explore its basic anatomy, and then dive into a step-by-step method to solve it. With patience and practice, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. The Rubik's Cube wasn't always a global phenomenon. In fact, its origins are quite humble. It began its journey in 1974 in the hands of a Hungarian architecture professor named Erno Rubik. Rubik was passionate about teaching and wanted to create a tool that would help his students understand spatial relationships in three-dimensional geometry. Rubik created the cube as a teaching tool, a way to help his students visualize three-dimensional geometry. Initially, it was called the Magic Cube, and it served its educational purpose well. Little did he know his creation would spark a worldwide craze. The cube's unique design and challenging nature quickly caught the attention of people beyond the classroom. It took a few years for the cube to gain international recognition, but by the early 1980s, it had become a global sensation. Toy stores around the world were stocked with Rubik's cubes, and people of all ages were eager to take on the challenge. People from all walks of life were captivated by the challenge of solving this colorful puzzle. It became a common sight in homes, schools, and offices, bringing people together in a shared quest for mastery. The Rubik's Cube isn't just a toy, it's a symbol of human ingenuity and our desire to solve complex problems. It has inspired countless individuals to think critically and creatively. Over 450 million Rubik's Cubes have been sold worldwide, making it one of the best-selling toys of all time. Its impact on popular culture and education is undeniable. The cube's popularity has only grown over the years, with speed cubing competitions and online communities dedicated to sharing solving methods and pushing the limits of human speed and skill. Today, the Rubik's Cube continues to challenge and inspire new generations of puzzle enthusiasts. Before we can solve the Rubik's Cube, we need to familiarize ourselves with its basic anatomy. The cube consists of 6 faces, each with a different color. These faces are front, back, left, right, up, and down. Each face is made up of 9 smaller squares called cubies. There are 3 types of cubies: center cubies, edge cubies, and corner cubies. Center cubies are located in the center of each face and have only one color. Edge cubies are located between the center cubies and have 2 colors. Corner cubies are located at the corners of the cube and have 3 colors. Understanding these basic terms will be crucial as we move on to learning how to solve the cube. Now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into solving the Rubik's Cube. The most common method for beginners is called the CFOP method, named after the 4 steps involved: cross, F2L, OL, PLL. The first step, the cross, involves solving the cross on one face of the cube. This means getting all 4 edge pieces of a single color to surround the centerpiece of the same color. There's no one right way to solve the cross. It's often about intuition and recognizing patterns. Start by choosing a color to be your cross color. White is a popular choice for beginners. Look for edge pieces on your cube that have white on them and try to position them around the white centerpiece. Don't worry about getting the other colors on the cross edges to match up just yet. The goal is to create a solid cross on one face, which will serve as the foundation for the rest of the solve. Section 5 2x2, conquering F2L. With the cross solved, we move on to the second stage, F2L, which stands for first 2 layers. This is a crucial step in solving the Rubik's Cube efficiently. In this step, we'll be solving the first 2 layers of the cube simultaneously. This means that instead of solving one layer at a time, we will be pairing up pieces and inserting them into their correct positions in one go. This involves pairing up corner pieces with their corresponding edge pieces and slotting them into their correct positions. It might sound complicated at first, but with practice it becomes second nature. F2L is often considered the most intuitive part of the CFOP method, as it relies heavily on pattern recognition and understanding how different moves affect the cube. This is where your problem-solving skills really come into play. There are many algorithms or sequences of moves for F2L, but you don't need to memorize them all at once. Start with a few basic ones and gradually add more as you become comfortable. Start by identifying a corner piece and edge piece in your bottom two layers that need to be paired up. Look for pieces that share the same color as the center pieces of the bottom layer. Then, experiment with different moves to bring them together. Don't be afraid to try various techniques and see what works best for you. You'll find that certain patterns emerge, and you'll begin to develop a feel for how to maneuver the pieces into place. Over time, these patterns will become more recognizable and easier to execute. Don't be afraid to experiment and make mistakes. Each mistake is a learning opportunity that brings you closer to mastering F2L. The more you practice F2L, the better you'll become at recognizing patterns and executing the necessary algorithms smoothly. Remember, practice makes perfect, and with dedication, you'll be solving the first two layers with ease. Section 6. Orienting the last layer, OL. Now we're down to the last layer. This is where the real challenge begins, but also where the fun truly starts. The third step in the CFOP method is OL, which stands for Orient Last Layer. This step is crucial for setting up the final solve. At this point, the first two layers of your cube should be solved, and you'll only have the top layer left to tackle. This means you're almost there. The goal of OLL is to get all the pieces on the top layer oriented correctly, meaning they're facing the right direction, even if they're not yet in their final positions. This step is all about precision and attention to detail. There are 57 different OL cases, each with its own specific algorithm. These algorithms are designed to handle every possible scenario you might encounter on the top layer. While it may seem daunting to memorize 57 algorithms, many of them are quite similar and can be grouped together based on patterns. Recognizing these patterns can make the learning process much easier. Start by learning a few basic OL algorithms, and then gradually work your way up to more complex ones. This step-by-step approach will help you build confidence and skill. There are plenty of resources available online and in books that provide clear diagrams and explanations of each OL algorithm. These resources can be incredibly helpful as you practice and learn. With practice, you'll be able to quickly identify the OL case you're facing and execute the corresponding algorithm with ease. Over time, your speed and accuracy will improve, making you a more proficient solver. Section 7. The final flourish, permuting the last layer. We're almost there. The final step in the CFOP method is PLL, which stands for Permute Last Layer. In this step, we'll be moving the pieces on the top layer into their final positions without changing their orientation. Like OL, PLL has 21 different cases, each with its own specific algorithm. Again, it may seem like a lot to memorize, but many of the PLL algorithms are quite similar and can be learned in groups. Start by learning a few basic PLL algorithms, such as the H-perm and the U-perm. Once you're comfortable with those, you can gradually expand your repertoire to include more advanced PLLs. With the completion of PLL, you'll have officially solved the Rubik's Cube. It's a moment of triumph and a testament to your patience, persistence, and problem-solving skills. Section 8. Beyond the Basics, Tips for Budding Speedcubers. Congratulations on learning the CFOP method and solving the Rubik's Cube. But your journey doesn't have to end there. If you're feeling ambitious, there's a whole world of advanced techniques and strategies to explore to improve your solving speed. One crucial aspect of speed cubing is learning to finger trick, which involves using your fingers to execute algorithms quickly and efficiently. There are many different finger trick techniques, and the best way to learn them is to watch videos of experienced speed cubers and practice their movements. Another key to speed cubing is look ahead, which involves planning your next moves while you're still executing the current algorithm. This allows you to maintain a smooth and continuous solving flow without pausing to think about your next step. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of practice. The more you practice, the faster and more efficient you'll become at recognizing patterns, executing algorithms, and solving the cube. Section 9. A Journey of 1,000 Solves. Learning to solve the Rubik's Cube is a journey of patience, persistence, and discovery. It's a journey that challenges your mind, hones your problem-solving skills, and rewards you with a sense of accomplishment. Remember, everyone starts as a beginner. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it right away. With consistent practice and a willingness to learn, you'll be amazed at how quickly you progress. So what are you waiting for? Grab a Rubik's Cube, Dive into the world of algorithms and patterns and embark on your own cubing adventure. The journey of 1,000 solves begins